Hi, okay, I'm Claire. I'm in 6th grade here at Castilleja, and yeah. So my mentor, Lakshmi, she works at Object Edge as the head of customer success. She also is a computer science engineer, but not at Object Edge. She lives in Dublin, not the one in Ireland. And she enjoys cooking, reading, and spending time with her daughter. So my project is a game called LED Tap, and it's really similar to Whack-A-Mole, except whacking and moles would not really go with Arduinos. So I decided to just stick with gently pushing LEDs so I don't break it. And basically how the game works are there are 3 LEDs that blink randomly and 3 buttons that correspond to the LEDs. Every time, so the goal is to try to hit the button that corresponds to the LED that currently blinked. So why I chose this project? So I definitely wanted to learn more about Arduinos and breadboards and things like that. And I never really had any coding experience before this. I only really did Scratch, so this is definitely a first for me. And I really wanted to focus on instead of because people really think about coding as hard on staring at screens, writing lines of code. But I kind of learned that is a part of coding, but it's interesting what coding actually creates instead of what coding is. I created this project using an Arduino Uno board, and I used a lot of buttons, LEDs, resistors. Yeah, it's tactile switches are just buttons. And I used a 7-segment display. 7-segment displays, they're kind of weird. They're basically, it's like an LED scoreboard, except each line, I guess, of that lights up is an LED itself. So say you want to turn on the number 8, which would be all of them, you would just say, oh, segment A, segment B, and so on are all turned on high. So my magical experience. Some highlights were when my project actually worked for the first time, because I was like, whoa, I can actually see where this is going now instead of just code. And then also, I started out using P5.js, which wasn't really that fun of an experience for me, because it didn't click for me. And I decided to just try it on the actual Arduino page, and it worked a lot better. I could just start into the program. So I learned a lot of lessons. I learned how to code with Arduino, how to wire things up onto an Arduino, because that takes a lot of precision time, and also different coding techniques. We definitely wrote a lot of similar code, but in different styles to make them easier to read or more compact. And a lot about circuits, because a couple of times I forgot to connect things to ground, and that didn't work well at all. Yeah, and I had trouble coding with P5.js, as I mentioned before. So this is some of my code. It's a lot of integers and turning LEDs on. Yeah. This is also a picture of my actual demo. It's hard to see, but this is the 7-segment display, the Arduino board, and then the breadboard with the LEDs and tactile switches. Yeah.